Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Infernape, and this is my battle for Season 3, Week 5 of the Major Pokemon League. This week we're going up against Jordie, aka Joe Calwisk. He's the coach of the Leeds Rhyhorns, so make sure to check him out. Link will be down below. Thank you to Riz for joining my team. Thank you to Jordie for recording my side of the battle. That is after we did it, of course. Actually, real quick, sorry there's no face cam, sorry there's no layouts. Also, the audio quality is probably not too stellar because I'm using Camtasia now because Logitech was just being a bum, was failing and stuff, so that's why there's no face cam. And then I was just like, well, it's already Sunday because we did this battle in like the afternoon for me on Sunday, so it's like 4 o'clock now, so I'm just trying to do this video here, get it up, and then you guys can see it. So hopefully the music will in the background will like cover and kind of block like the weird background sound this audio is making. I don't know, whatever. You guys will see and notice. So I'm not doing a team builder this week. Didn't really have time. Sorry about that. But I'll briefly. I'll just go over my sets briefly here. So we got a Uxie here, kind of Spadef, got a little bit of defense that we can switch into Mamoswine and check that. We have a Colbur, so we can take a knockoff as well. Then we got Stealth Rocks, U-Turn, Grass Knot, and Psychic. Yeah, I want Rocks to pressure his team. He didn't bring Latias or Mix Scizor or Hitmontop, so he's no way of getting rid of hazards. But now they do I because I'm not bringing Default and Braviary, so he can get up his Rocks. So yeah, I'm planning to lead with Uxie, bringing the Scarf Nidoqueen, we got Stephanie. We got EQ, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Sucker Punch, all the punches. Yeah, it's enough speed to outspeed max speed Thundurus, because that's his fastest Pokemon. So I'm able to be adamant and hit a little harder, so that's cool. We have a especially defensive sub-bulk up Braviary. It's got sub-bulk up Brave Bird and Roost. Actually has a Lumberry, so I can switch into a Mungus and not be worried about a Sludge Bomb Poison. Originally it was Safety Goggles, but again, I'm just worried about Sludge Bomb Poison. So yeah, and I have enough Spadef to have a Sludge Bomb for my Mungus and not break my sub. You need like max special attack for it to at least have a chance to break my sub, so that's cool. Then I have a bit of speed just for anything, so want to speed creep me. Then I have a physically defensive Infernape. We have Low Kick, Fire Punch, Toxic, and Slack Off. It's meant to switch into like Bandit, Entei, or just any physical Entei, or like Mega Scizor, but he didn't bring that, so that's alright. Then we have a Whimsicott. I think it's mainly Spadef with the EVs, but then it has a little bit of defense. Then it's Bold, I think. We got Moonblast, U-Turn, Leaf Seed, and Taunt. Whimsicott and Uxie are meant to be my switch-ins to Latias. He did not bring Latias, so Whimsicott's not quite as useful, but it could be nice to taunt with something like a Mungus and not allow it to Spore. I don't know, we'll see. We got AV Raikou, meant to switch into the Thundurus, just because Thundurus is a big threat to my team. We got T-Bolt, Volt Switch, HP Grass for those ground types, and then we have Shadow Ball. So that's the team there. My plan was to lead with Uxie. He brought mostly what I was expecting. He brought 5 out of the 6. He brought the Seismitoad over the Latias, so he most likely has Rocks on the Seismitoad and not on the Mamoswine, but he still could. But yeah, let's just get into the battle. Let's just start things off. So, my plan is to lead with Uxie. Also, sorry again if I just sound like I'm not too energetic. This is the second time I'm making this video. Camtasia freaking failed me the first time. If it fails again, I'm gonna cry and I'm just gonna cry a lot. So he actually leads with Ditto. I thought he would want to set up his Rocks. He's most likely Scarfed, so he would be locked into Stealth Rocks, but still it would be nice to get up, or to get up those Stealth Rocks for my team. But no, he just goes for U-Turn, which still makes sense. And he brings in his Entei, noticing I have a pretty big fire weakness, I only have one fire weakness, I think, that I'm bringing, which is Whimsicott. But I don't really have a great switch-in to Sacred Fire, or at least he thinks, because I do with my physically defensive Infernape. By the way, on Infernape, I do have enough speed to outspeed, max speed, Adamant, Entei, by the way. So I'm jolly on Infernape, just want to throw that out there. But I have a lot of physical defense. So I switch into Infernape, expecting a Sacred Fire or something. But he actually Calm Minds, and I'm like, whoa, shit. I thought maybe he'd be like Calm Mind with Rest Talk and Lava Plume or something. But now we see the extra sensory here, and I didn't realize this right at the time, but because he outspeeds me, that means he's max, or not necessarily max speed, but almost max speed and timid. So I didn't really realize that and put that together. Also, with how much damage he did, he's definitely not defensive, so I didn't put that together like I should have. I did a couple turns later, but or with him having extra sensory outspeeding me and doing that much damage, that means he's not kind of defensive set with like rest and sleep talk, which I was a little worried about. So I can bring in my Scarf into Queen here, which does outspeed. He takes a little more damage from the poison. That's nice. It's unfortunate that King Julian has to take his first death there, but it is what it is. So we do outspeed, of course, because I'm Scarf. Go for Earthquake. I'm praying it kills. Looks like it does, but I'm not certain what set he was. Or at least I wasn't, because I didn't really put things together like I should have. But I'm not even sure if it was a roll. If it was, he had a very little chance to live. So he knows I'm Scarf now. He brings in Thunderous, which is immune to the Earthquake, of course, but I'm actually okay with that because he does take rocks damage and is a little more pressured, which can help Braviary in the late game. So yeah, I bring in Racket, which is meant to switch into this thing, as he just makes a dry switch, showing he probably does not have Volt Switch. He goes into Amoongus, as I thought he might have, but he does. So here I can just Volt Switch on it, I believe. That's what I do. Or yeah, he has Black Sludge, so it's good to know. It's not Yachi or anything, or any other kind of berry to surprise me. Yeah, so I just go for the Volt Switch, get some damage, I guess. I go into Braviary knowing that you might Sludge Bomb, you might Spore, but either way, I have my Lumberry, so it's all good, and I can go for a sub and then start setting up on this thing, because that's cool. He goes for the Spore, but I have the Lump, so it's all good. Sorry, but I just took a little drink of my little juice there, because I'm thirsty and stuff. So yeah, he's got Black Sludge, so I can set up a sub because I know his Sludge Bomb will not break my sub, and that's dandy, and dank and other adjectives of that sort. So he brings in the Seismitoad with a pretty cool nickname, I like that. Yeah, so I set up a sub, and looking at the calc, if this is defensive like I think it is, then a Skull does not break my sub, and at +1 defense, which I get from Bulk Up, then an Ice Punch does not break my sub either, so that is really cool. So if he goes for Skull, and we'll see, does it break my sub? Does it? It does not break sub. That is freaking awesome. So here I Bulk Up again. I could have Brave Birded. I probably should have either Brave Birded or Roosted. Probably not Roosted. Probably just Brave Bird, get some damage. But I thought, well, you know, I can set up on this thing. Why not? But I really should have Brave Birded. I guess I was just worried because I would want to sub the following turn. Then I'd have to Roost, and then I would be kind of low health, so I would have to Roost, and I don't know. But I still think I should have Brave Bird there, so instead of Bulk Up, that's alright. So he brings in the Ditto, as I don't have my sub up, or yeah, he switches into it. I sub this turn, but he's able to copy me because I'm not behind a sub just yet. Now I am, but he copies me at +2. It's also another reason why I should have just Brave Birded that turn, so he would be +1, not +2. So we have the same stat boosts, so it's essentially like his Brave Bird is neutral, because I have +2 defense, he has +2 attack. So a neutral Brave Bird does, I think it was like 49 to 58 to me. So after he breaks my sub, I just Roost to get myself back up to full. So here, looking at the calc, unless he gets, or if he gets 2 like middle rolls from this, then Brave Bird will not kill me, because after I take that there, I go for a Bulk Up. So he gets a pretty low roll there, and that puts me in a range where, since I'm at +3 defense now, a Brave Bird will not kill me, even if it gets a max roll, so I'm just hoping he doesn't get a crit. So he goes for a Brave Bird, and you'll see here, it does a lot, but that's not a crit, it was just a nearly max roll. He gets a really high roll, that's alright, because I do still live it, I can Roost, we're all good. So I'm thinking here, alright, please don't crit me at any point, because I'm kind of stalling you out here. You're taking a lot of damage from your Brave Birding. You're most likely Scarfed, so you can't Roost or anything. You're either Scarfed or you're very lucky when you only speed dies. Yeah, he's definitely got to be Scarfed at this point, which I assumed he was. But it's kind of a thing now with Scarf Ditto. Not necessarily like always being the Ditto you see. You know, sometimes you see Expert Belt or something just as a bluff. So here I make an interesting play. So I knew that. Or I thought you would die to Brave Bird, I wasn't sure though. So I knew that if I Roosted there, he could just bring in Thunderous and kill me. Now then I would switch out into Raikou, but I knew that I would not be able to live a T-Bolt, and I guess I wanted to sweep here. I didn't have the right mentality, or I just did not make the right play here, because I went for a Brave Bird, and he did die. I guess I was not certain that he would die to his own Brave Bird, and then I didn't want to Roost and then have him potentially get a crit the following turn, but whatever. So I could be a lot healthier, but it is what it is. At least he doesn't have rocks up. I thought maybe you'll set him up this turn, but I think you have him on size and toe because that thing's more defensive. So I just switch into Yuxi, which is meant to switch into this thing and take the Ice Cold Crash decently. So from the damage, and then from him not taking damage from the Life Orb, we see he's not Life Orb, so that's cool. I thought maybe you're AV or something, or I'm not certain what you are here. So you don't go for a knockoff, so he actually flinched me. I was hoping he wouldn't, but he did. But actually he misses the next Ice Cold Crash, so it's essentially like there was no flinch in the first place. From that damage, I see you're not Assault Vest. So he goes for another Ice Cold Crash, knocks me out. That's all. It's fine though. I can bring in Raikou here. So took another sip of my drink there. Don't hate me. Whatevs. So we bring in Tesla here, and I know from the calc you're not AV, and Shadow Ball will be able to kill, so I don't want to show the HP grass, so I can just Shadow Ball here. So you actually do outspeed, showing you our choice Scarfed, which does make kind of a lot of sense here. It does quite a lot, but you don't flinch me. I was just hoping and praying you wouldn't flinch me, and you didn't, so we're all good. Shadow Ball, the HP does drop pretty slowly, but I do still kill you, all good. I get a crit. I don't think it really mattered though, not at all. No, it didn't. So he brings in this thing. He Toad. I know we can just HP Grass here. It looks like it's a roll if you're physically offensive, but you have a Rindo, which I thought you might. Since we did not see leftovers earlier, I thought you were probably either going to be Rindo or your Rocky Helmet, and you are Rindo. So you did just Poison Jab. I'm not sure if you were Poison Touch or not, but either way you don't get the poison, which is pretty fortunate for me. So here I make a pretty ballsy play. I predicted you to switch into Mungus, thinking I would just HP Grass again. Now, I should have Volt Switched there, because we're saying he stays in, and then he just kills me, and then I can bring in Braviary anyways. But, you know, I'm a rebel. I don't need to go for Volt Switch when I can just make plays, man. Yeah, I really should have Volt Switched in hindsight, but it was still a good play. It worked out. I mean, Volt Switch wouldn't have done much to this thing anyways. It would have done like 5%, so for damage, it didn't really matter. Also, because you need to switch it out so he gets back to full. So in terms of damage, it didn't matter, but in hindsight, I still should have Volt Switched. So I could have boosted there thinking you might want to Sludge Bomb, but I was too afraid of a Spore, so I just go for Brave Bird, try to get off damage. And you bring in this thing, and with the rocks and Brave Bird, you still are able to live, but I know I was able to live, even if you brought in Seismitoad, so I was okay with just clicking Brave Bird there. But yeah, I do live that Brave Bird to the Thunderous, not Seismitoad, but to the Thunderous. So here I bring in Whimsicott, not Raikou, just because I don't really need Whimsicott, and also I can maybe like taunt you or predict the Munga switch and taunt that. So you do Psychic, get off decent damage. I was kind of worried about Sludge Bomb, or maybe Flash Cannon here. Both would kill looking, or at least just looking from the Psychic damage. I think a Flash Cannon would kill. Or actually, not certain, but whatever. He just T-Waves, so that's interesting. Not certain why. I guess he didn't want Psychic, or maybe he was just worried about me out prioritizing him, thinking I was faster, but I'm not. I'm more defensive. So I taunt there, thinking I might have switched into the Amoonguss. I thought about double taunting here, but I thought, well, actually it would just be a better play to go for the U-turn. Because you could switch into Amoonguss, or even if you stay in, I can still bring in, like, I could still bring in Raikou, which would outspeed this, so I don't need to double taunt, I can just U-turn. So I do that, exactly. I go for the U-turn, get some chip damage on this, and then I believe I bring in Braviary. Yeah, I get some chip damage, which is nice. And then I do bring in the Captain, the Braviary, the man himself. So here, I have a little bit of speed investment on this thing. Now, naturally, Braviary is base 80 speed, Seismitoad is base 74. Now, you could have some speed to try to speed creep a speed Braviary. I'm not really certain what your set is, but I do have a little bit of speed on Braviary to hopefully, outspeed any things that want to creep me. So I do speed for this exact situation, and it does work out. I'm able to get off the roost, as he does just Scald, and he does get the burn. I should have said that a little later, because I kind of spoiled it there, but it's whatever. So at this point, I now can sub and have his Scald and not break my sub, and I can just kind of sub and roost until I'm healthy, and behind a sub, and I can just Brave Bird spam. But yeah, I want to make sure I have the sub up for when I do take the Scald, or rather, like, I don't want to roost when I'm not, or when I don't have a sub up, because then you could potentially burn me, and that would not be good. So I wanna try to minimize the possibility of hacks by making sure I get my sub ups when I need them to, or I get behind a sub when I need to be. Yeah, you guys probably understand it. But yeah, at this point I just kind of stall him out a little bit. I feel feel a little bit bad because I kind of just boosted a lot and stalled him out a little bit. But it is what it is. I can just click Brave Bird. It was a roll to kill, I think, if he was max physically defensive, but the roll was in my favor. Even then, if I didn't kill with the Brave Bird, I would have still won this little battle 1v1 because, I mean, I would have just stalled him out some more. So it's whatevs. Yeah, here's where I finally click Brave Bird, as I'm at like almost full health and behind a sub, and Brave Bird does knock him out. That's cool. Braviary gets your second kill of the week. That's pretty stellar. Yeah, here he just brings in the Moongus, I believe. Yeah, I'm talking a lot, so my throat's just like bleh. But whatevs. I have Brave Bird here. Looks like you're more specially defensive than I thought. Just looking from the calc, because from the calc there was like a chance you lived, or like you would have lived, but you do just die. It makes sense why you were more specially defensive, like to deal with Manphy. Makes sense for sure. But yeah, you're dead. I'm still behind my sub, so Thunderous actually does live the Stealth Rock, so I was hoping you wouldn't, so that Yuxi could get his first kill of the season. But nope, you do Lively Rocks, and then T will break my sub, but I can just kill you with a Brave Bird. And that will be the game. As Braviary gets 4 kills, which is pretty phenomenal. I did not say stellar that time. I mean, I did, but that was context. But whatever. I was like quoting myself rather. But whatever. I win. That's cool. It was a 4-0. It really was a lot closer than that 4-0 score makes it seem, though. But GG Jordie, GG indeed. That was a very close game. Even though it was a 4-0, still it felt really close. It was really intense towards the end. And yeah, it was a pretty good battle overall. It was really cool that Call Mine Entei really had me guessing, or like it had me a little flustered at the beginning, but it did manage to work around that. And Native Queen Stephanie was able to come through and just bop that thing with an Earthquake. And then Stephanie never saw the field again. No, she didn't. But I definitely thought about, trying to late game sweep with her, but it didn't work out because Moongus was still healthy and Seismitoad was still healthy enough to take an Ice Punch. But whatever, Braviary ended up cleaning up, so that did not matter. Braviary is a beast, Braviary is a boss. Also, I think I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, which originally I meant to say in last week's battle, but I forgot. Or technically in week 3, and then in effect in week 4, I dropped Sandslash and picked up Braviary, so you might have wondered why I even have Braviary in the first place, because I didn't draft it, but I picked it up. So it was on my team starting week 4. So I was able to use it against Jordie if I wanted to last week, but I just didn't bring it then. But yeah, Braviary makes his debut for Season 3 of the, makes his debut in Season 3 of the MPL, and his debut for Season 3 of the Baltimore Braviaries. Although this is not Braviary's debut for me using it, because I used it in Season 1 and Season 2, fun fact. Yeah, Braviary's just a monster, everybody's a monster, good game to all my Pokemon, all Jordie's Pokemon. It was a pretty close game. Yeah, make sure to check out Jordie. He's a very good battler, so check him out. He's also British, so his accent's pretty cool. Check him out, the link down below. You can't see me pointing because there's no face cam. Also check out Riz. He jammed for me. He also did a little knock battle with me and helped me out a little bit with team building. So that was cool. So check all those lads out. Check out the MPL channel. Next week we play Dan again, a little rematch. That should hopefully be cool and fun. I'll try to do a little team builder then, and if not, though, there should still be a layout and a face cam in next week's battle, so that should be cool. Hopefully this recording here does not fail. If it does, I am going to just sob for days. But anyways, I'll see you guys later next week versus Dan. Goodbye.